Welcome to The Juice, where inspiration, knowledge, and appreciation come together. Join me as we sit down and talk with cutting-edge business owners and unique and interesting individuals who will share information that will help us learn, laugh, and grow. Today's featured guest is Jim Stroker. Jim is an athletic coach and wellness educator. Thanks for being here today.
Well, thank you, Pam.
Of course.
I'm so excited to be
here. You are?
Yes.
Awesome. Are you ready to get started with what you don't know?
Absolutely.
Okay, so we're going to play a game before we start with some questions.
Oh, jeez. I hate games. All right.
You're supposed to love games.
I love games.
Yes, exactly. So what we're going to do is we have this whole packet of questions. I'm going to ask you them. Rapid fire. You're going to go as fast as you can and answer them. And if in 60 seconds you answer all of them, you're going to get a gift card.
Oh, my gosh. I love this game. Can I come back? Okay.
Of course. We're going to have you back.
Here we go.
So who has a timer? You ready? Okay. Ready?
Yep.
Okay. What's your favorite juice drink?
Protein drink from Moo Moo. No, favorite juice drink?
You lost.
My
Juice.
God, I feel like, it's juice, this kind of
Green juice?
Green juice. Go, just next question. Next.
Spring or autumn?
Spring.
Are you early or late?
Early.
Breakfast or no breakfast?
None.
Bound book or ebook?
Ebook.
Cold or hot?
Hot.
Leader or follower?
Leader.
Giving a gift or getting a gift?
Giving.
What job would you be terrible at?
An accountant.
What's the best way to start your day?
Workout.
Text or call?
Text.
Okay, what is your favorite?
No, call. You stumped me on that.
What's your favorite movie?
Favorite movie, a lot of all time. I'm going to pick right now Good Will Hunting.
Oh, that's a good one. Vacation or staycation? Vacation?
Vacation.
Okay. Morning or night?
Morning.
Party person or small gathering?
Small gathering.
Get help or give help?
Give help.
Noise or silence?
Silence.
Hot or cold?
Cold.
Mountains or beach?
Beach.
Favorite president?
John Kennedy.
What do you wish for the future?
Love and kindness.
I do too. Quality of life or quantity of life?
Quality.
What's your greatest achievement?
My children.
I knew you were going to say that. Library or museum?
Library.
What's your favorite sport to watch?
I'm going to say right now basketball.
Okay, spend or save?
Spend.
Instagram or Facebook?
Instagram.
Ah, nice. Card game or board game?
Cards.
Who would play you in the movie of your life?
Sting.
Nice, I love Sting. You're a winner.
Oh,
Awesome.
Great question.
Amazon gift card. Enjoy
Thank you
it.
so much. Wow.
Get your kids something great or yourself.
Love it. Thank you,
Okay.
Pam.
You ready to get started?
Absolutely.
Okay. So, what are some of your favorite wellness tips or regimens that you can share with the viewers?
Okay. Favorite wellness tips, let's pick 3.
Okay.
I've got a plethora of tips. Tip number 1, immediately, starting today, without any pause or hesitation, become breath aware. Aware of your breathing pattern. Focus in on your diaphragm. Become cognizant of your exhale. And practice box breathing as of today.
Okay.
Number 2.
Wait, my favorite breathing is breath of fire.
Oh, breath of fire.
Do you like
Oh,
that one?
boy.
Gets me right into a meditative
That's
state.
great. I love that.
Yeah.
Well, all right. So number 2, crucial. Start meditating.
Love
I mean,
it.
a minute.
Meditate. It's going to change
Okay.
your entire life.
Just start. Just begin. And you can go outside and sit on the lawn. You can go into your kitchen and start cooking.
You can go for a
You don't
walk.
need to be in a room with a candle on.
And a Buddha.
And going, just start silencing
Why?
the mind. Because it's all about, everything's about mind control. Everything. Everything we want to do is inside of us if we control our mind. And learning how to control it means practicing controlling it. So I'm going to go outside and just listen to the birds as opposed to listening to the self-doubt or the fear. I'm going to go inside and listen to my breath as opposed to listening to the people outside that are judging me. Meditation is a crucial tactic.
How often do you meditate in a given day?
On a regular basis, every day, every single solitary day. I'm meditating now because I'm in the present moment. And I'm treating it as if it will never happen again. And it's the greatest gift in the world today. And that's meditation.
That's
in a
amazing.
nutshell. So, whatever.
Not whatever. That's a big thing that you just said, and a lot of viewers aren't there yet or don't know how to get there. And I think you gave them some practical ways rather than like I like to go into my room and sit down and be very formal. Go outside or do the dishes. It's just kind of centering yourself and being mindful and present. So I think it was not whatever. It was awesome.
Right. And one last one.
Oh yeah, I said 3.
So movement. Movement's everything, right? To be
It's energy.
proactive and move. And when we move, it can change our mood like that. Actions can change our attitudes. Motions can change our emotions like that. So when we feel stuck, when we feel in a rut, when we feel like we're just in a wrong path, we need to move and change our direction. So,
What are some of your favorite movements?
right now, at this ripe old age of too old, I've had to change a little bit of my movement flow. So I really love yoga. I love working out in a creative way that works for me. And I really love biking. So those are some things that
That's
I
great,
do.
yeah.
Whatever. Good.
Okay. So in addition to being a wellness coach and motivational speaker, you're an expert networker, a community leader, and a growth junkie. And you are a giver. What makes your desire to give back so strong?
Well, it's the framework, the really who I am is someone, first of all, has been placed on this earth to give and hopefully make the universe a better place because I was here. In my life, my 2 children were in a very traumatic car accident and both near death. And this community of Ridgewood just simply became a cavalry of people that came to support, help, give hope to our family. And one by one, hundreds by hundreds, thousands by thousands of people helped us to achieve 2 miracles. And that's what they are. That actually happened. It's not a Disney movie. It's a major part of my life.
How long ago? I don't know this part of your story, so how long ago was that?
On October 30th, 1989.
Oh, wow.
I was teaching at Benjamin Franklin Middle School, and my daughter Allie was 2. My son Jake was 4, and my wife Jody was driving down North Pleasant Avenue, 25 miles an hour, and went head on into another car.
Oh my God.
Allie, age 2, was paralyzed from the chest down. Jake, age 4, had a traumatic head injury, was in a coma for 21 days.
Oh my gosh.
Jake was that far from death, and Allie then got pneumonia and was paralyzed and that close to death. So life sometimes gives us things that we think are too much. They aren't. Events happen. And what happens is it's on us how we respond. And I was a big time coach and coached football games and basketball games, football and baseball games. And then I got a chance to coach, really coach 2 children, in their lives and try to flip an obstacle into an opportunity. Try to take this really difficult challenge and turn it into the greatest thing that could ever happen. So that accident became the reason why my daughter Allie is now on Broadway. My son Jake is married with a son.
So they're thriving.
They're doing really well, but they're doing it because of people and the people that gave. And so my life now is one of just giving back and trying to, in some way, come close on the scorecard that I can't, but just to be radically kind and be a good person.
Well, that is your reputation, which is why I asked you. And
Thank you so much
I
for
know,
so
yeah, that's what I hear about you, and it's pretty amazing. And they may have gotten their strength from all the other people, but I think their strength and resilience came from you too. So you have to give
Thank you,
yourself the
Pam.
credit.
Thank you so much.
I think you answered a little bit of this, but let's go a little deeper. How did you decide to pursue this career, and what are some technical things that made this passion into a reality and career?
Some technical things that made this passion into a
reality.
career, a reality career. Well, as I said, I was a teacher 36 years.
What did you teach?
I taught wellness.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Which morphed into teaching yoga to 12-year-olds, meditation to 13-year-olds, trying to bring life lessons onto the field and make it much bigger than let's go play a game.
Yeah.
Because it's really meaningless, stupid things to throw a ball in a hoop, to hit a ball down the line. But what you can learn from those experiences, the lessons of resilience, determination, courage, team play, are just monumental. So I taught wellness for 36 years. So I was I was coaching all my life. So when I retired 3 years ago, there became a giant void. It's one thing to say you're retired and go travel and go see the world. It's another thing to take what's in your soul and lose it. So suddenly I started coaching some adults in a lot of different ways and found it tremendously fulfilling. So all the tools came from spending years with 7th grade classes at 2:15 in a room with kids basically saying, how can I get out of here quickly? And if you can handle that audience.
I was a teacher too, so I get it.
So it's a lot came from just that, and then I got into life coaching, and the motivational speaking has just been, it's learning how to speak from your heart. And
I can totally relate, being this is my career also, so it feels very familiar to me. What wakes you up in the morning? What gets you going?
Well, first thing to wake up every single morning is repeat this saying: this is going to be a great day. I mean, every day.
And it is, isn't it?
And then comes the problem, because I titled the book, I titled the day. Now it's my job to make it a great day. Mm-hmm. So I'm on a mission each day, because one of these nights, okay, I'm going to put my head on the pillow and I may not wake up. In fact, there's definitely going to be a day that is.
Me too.
And that night I put my head on the pillow, I want to be glad I did instead of wish I had. So these are precious days, and I treat them with gratitude. And gratitude's a power source. It's not like, oh, you're so grateful. No. This is big time, this opportunity. Right?
I completely agree. We are given a gift every single day, and you can wake up not feeling your best, but you're shifting right away, because when else are you going to have this? You don't know. You may have it tomorrow, but you may not.
You may not.
Speaking of gifts, have some green juice.
Oh,
shake it up.
Unbelievable. So the gift I got was when I was 9 years old. My brother was 14. We lived in Ridgewood, and my mom was 44.
Okay.
And my dad worked in the garment district in New York City, and he was impeccably dressed, black hair, Clark Gable. I mean, the guy was the captain of the Ridgewood High School basketball team, baseball, blah, blah, blah. The guy has just got it all. He's articulate, he's a speaker, but he also smokes 3 packs of cigarettes a day. He was in World War II. So he's 48 years old. My mom's 44. It's June 24th, 1961. And my dad that night dies of a massive heart attack.
Wow.
Okay. So what does that do to someone? How does that impact you? Well, there's a terrible part of it and a tremendously great part. And the great part is you realize that every day is a gift, and that don't take any day. Anyone who loses a parent early, they're doing things. They're not waiting. So that helped me.
Well, and what I love is for the viewers who haven't lost a parent or who haven't lost someone, it's hard for people who aren't there in their head or aren't there yet to figure out how to get there, because for you or someone else, there may have been a traumatic event or an awakening. But what about for all those people who are humming along, sleepwalking through life? How do we get them to where they want to be? They want to feel this. They want what you have.
Yeah.
And we want to get them there. So that's what I'm always asking my guests, because they're watching and they want to know. Jim, tell them.
Yeah.
What do they do?
Yeah. Well, I think it takes some time of getting silent and having the courage to get off the hamster wheel, get off the treadmill,
Yep.
and spend some time on your own and really go back and say, is this really what I want?
Right.
Is this who I want to be?
Right, and is society telling me I need to, or is this what's inside of me? If you knew what you know now when you first started out, what would you do differently?
I think that, the answer everyone gives is I wouldn't have cared so much what other people thought or said. When you're younger, you're so engrossed with judgment and being afraid, and now maybe it takes wisdom and age to be saying, you know what, I really care about what you think, but I really don't give a shit, because I'm going to speak from my heart, and I realize that if I do speak up, at least 10% of the people are going to think I'm an idiot, but I'm not worried so much. I'm not paralyzed by other people's judgments. And that doesn't mean I don't care, but I'm going to have the courage to speak from my heart. And
You're living your authentic truth.
well, I hope so. Yeah,
It sounds that way.
And be vulnerable.
Yeah.
Allow yourself to be. Here I am. Look, no hair. 67.
Looking awesome.
Pants that are ripped, but this is me.
Yeah, but you look at your energy. It's amazing.
Thank you for that.
Okay. What are some of your favorite books, podcasts, and people that have inspired your journey to success?
Oh boy, like I'm a podcast nut.
Good. Then I know you're watching this one.
Yeah, I mean I live right now off YouTube, and I watch. They say
Give like two of your favorites.
Well, I'll give you.
Okay.
Well, first of all, you are the average of the five people you
course.
hang around with most, and I get to hang around with Oprah, Tim Ferriss, Wayne Dyer all day.
Yep. Abraham Hicks.
On YouTube, because I can be with them and I can listen to their. So
They influence your being then.
Absolutely.
So there's a good tip for people.
Right. I mean, for some books that are, automatics, immediate books. I just picked up a great book I love, Radical Kindness. Really think it's terrific. Carol Dweck's book, Mindset, very critical. I love all the Tim Ferriss stuff. I eat that up. Where am I going here? I love Carry On Warrior, Glennon Melton Doyle. It's really good.
We'll post all of these so you don't have to write them down. Don't worry.
Every Brene Brown book
I love
is
Brene
automatic.
Brown. Yeah.
I could listen to. I love the Wayne Dyer.
Love Wayne Dyer.
Stuff. I've got. What are some of my
Tony
favorites?
Robbins.
Tony Robbins is.
All of them.
Anyone that's out of the box, that's an outlier. Malcolm Gladwell, I love. David and Goliath is a book everyone should read. It's really great. But anybody who wants to know more about life, and anyway, blah, blah, that's a lot. Movies have impacted me.
I think it's actually great what you're saying, because you are the five people you spend the most amount of time with, the average of, and if you can't find the people in real life, go on YouTube. There are a million people to listen to that are going to elevate you, lift you up, change your mindset, change who you want to be, change where you want to be. Listen to Jim. Find me. We're all here to help you. So if you're not surrounded by those people, you don't have to leave those people, but find others.
Yeah, my favorite podcast now is Finding Mastery. Michael Gervais.
No, it's this podcast.
My favorite podcast is The Juice. What's that? What's it called? The Juice.
Come on. Your second favorite podcast.
The two that I love the most that are actually tie are Finding Mastery and The Juice. No,
I'm just teasing. But yeah, so Finding Mastery.
Yeah, Michael Gervais, great.
I'm going to check it out because I don't know that. What are some tools that you can share that allow you to bounce back from challenging and traumatic times in your life?
I think just understanding that your bounce back ability, your resiliency is going to be the key to your life. That's it. And there's everyone that we meet, everyone that we go through is going to get knocked down. And you're going to get hit at least 5 times with 5 thunderbolts. They're going to make you cry, run into a corner and say, I can't do it. So everyone's going to have that happen. If it hasn't happened to you yet, get ready. And understanding that E plus R equal O, the events in your life, many of them, as we know, are totally out of our control. But your response is totally in your control.
Absolutely. It's all about
Viktor
us.
Frankl, said there's a space and learning to breathe and pause, and just as a mindset of knowing that you can.
That's great. Thank you.
That was,
So as you said before, and I think we're on the same page with a lot of these things, it's all about gratitude. Everything is about gratitude, at least in my opinion. What's one thing you're grateful for?
oh my gosh. One thing, I mean, and I live on this question. I mean, I'm so grateful for every person that stopped in their day, stopped their life, and selflessly gave me a boost, a hand, a feeling of hope. That every person that felt it was just a little thing, that all those little things together have brought me to where I am today. So I'm so thankful for all the people that chose to help me.
And there's a reason they did, and it has to do with you also.
Well, thank you so much.
Who has had the biggest impact on your life and why?
It's a terrible question for me because I've had a lot of impactful people. But my mom, after my dad died, she was 44 and she had a 9-year-old son, me, and a 14-year-old son. And her love of her life, 48, like that just happened. And she modeled for me strength and courage. My mom was scared. She was traumatized, but what she did was she did something very interesting. She created a big enough reason why in her life to get going. So if there's a big enough reason why in your life, you'll always find the how. She moved on for her 2 boys, and she found a superwoman inside of her. She developed into a woman that was like, I mean, look out.
Amazing.
I mean, she was fierce,
That's
kind,
awesome.
loving, caring, but determined. Ironically enough, her mom, in 1904, the General Slocum was a steamboat headed out of the East River with 1,200 passengers on it, coming out of the St. Mark's Church in Avenue A in New York City. And that steamboat was going on a church picnic. And the 1,200 people on that boat, and there was a fire. And the biggest boating accident other than Titanic before 9/11, biggest accident. Of the 1,200 people, 1,327 died. And my grandmother at that time was 7 years old. And what she did, she grabbed her 5-year-old little brother and jumped off the boat and saved his life.
Wow.
She couldn't swim. There's no way she should have stayed alive. But she had someone else she was carrying, someone else she was saving, and she found the strength. She then had my mother, who had 2 boys, and my mother had to grab her 2 boys and bring them to safety. And then ironically, her son, her little son Jimmy, had 2 children. And then I had to play that role. So, you know.
Very
this.
interesting.
Yeah. Anyway,
Very
blah, blah, blah.
interesting. What is the best way for the viewers to contact you? You can talk to the viewers and let them know. Facebook.
Well, Facebook is Coach Stroker.
Okay, what's your email? I'm going to coach
I
you here.
refuse to change this. Cool Pop 154 at AOL. I refuse to change it 2 reasons. Everyone tells me I should, all the businessy type people. And the second reason is my daughter gave it to me. So
you're not
it
going
would
to.
never make me change it.
Yeah. And what's your Instagram handle? Even though you're not fully on,
Coach
you're getting
Stroker.
there. Coach Stroker. We're going to get him up and running on Instagram. And we'll post all that for you. If you want a coaching session, you can feel free to reach out to him. Last question. I think it's the last question. No, 2 questions. These videos are all about sharing. What's your number 1 tip for the viewers to live their best life?
I think if I had to pick one, I'm 67 years old, and if I had to put all the knowledge, all the wisdom that I've ever brought together, and I went into a cave for maybe a year to think of this, I would say the most important thing you can do in your life is watch Pam's podcast. Her podcast, of all the things that have ever happened to me, I mean, this is like the greatest thing in the world. I mean, I challenge anyone to find any podcast that's even.
I love you.
I can't believe it. Now, I had a lot of big things happen, but this is the best, I think. So
Perfect. I love it. Do you have anything else for them? To live their best life.
Yeah, golden rule, right?
Absolutely.
Just be a little more empathetic, compassionate.
Yeah, we're running around and we're like so closed and so hardened. No one's smiling at each other. Just smile. It's going to lighten you up and the other person up. Enjoy.
Yeah,
we're all
Brene
connected.
Brene Brown also, right?
Yep.
Assume everyone's doing the best they can.
Yep. Everyone is doing the best.
So the
they
guy
can.
that cut you off on the parkway, he's racing to the hospital to see his son that was just injured.
Yep.
Just assume that.
Yep.
Anyway.
Okay. Is there anything I should have asked you that I didn't?
My height,
Okay, what is it?
6'2".
Nice.
My current bench press,
Sure.
412.
Nice.
My favorite color,
Okay.
chartreuse.
Chartreuse, fancy.
And my favorite singer,
Uh-huh.
Tina Turner.
Who's your favorite actress? Come on.
Pam.
No. Allie.
Allie Stroker.
His daughter. She just won a...
So Allie Stroker, can we do a little bit of Allie?
Do a plug.
So Oklahoma, in the city, and my daughter Allie is the first wheelchair-bound actress in the history of Oklahoma, and has just been nominated for a Tony.
Woo! Yay, Allie!
So she's
That's so
not-
exciting.
So that's my favorite actress.
Yeah, mine too, and I don't even know her.
Yeah, great. Anyway,
So anything else that I should have asked that you'd want the viewers or me to know?
question your assumptions,
Question your assumptions.
because whatever you assume you're capable of doing, it's way past.
Yeah,
All right?
Definitely.
Perfect.
Awesome. We are
All right,
done.
Anita.
I'll take a hug.
A hug, I'll take
And
it.
also,
Perfect.
you have to have some juice with
Oh
me.
my
So
gosh.
cheers.
Juice up.
Juice
Oh
up,
my
drink up,
gosh.
juice up, whatever. You
Oh.
can chug it if you want. Go, 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 go. You got this. Do it, do it, do it. Yeah. Keep going. You got it. You're like a fraternity guy. Go. That's impressive.
Oh my gosh.
Love that. I'll take
Wow.
my little sip.
Perfect. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.